Right, I'm just sorting the digger out. So this digger belongs to my mother-in-law and is shared between 3 separate people. The problem is there's no bugger bloody looks after it apart from me and another bloke. And you get it and it's in, you know, always needs something doing. So the last time I had it, I actually chucked a track because no one had pumped up the pistons. So now I'm aware of it, I'm getting more knowledgeable. Lift it up with a plough and a bucket, get it in the air, and then you can test the tracks. So on the other side, that was hanging right down. So I've pumped them right up now. Luckily I trained as a mechanic when I was a kid, so I know all this sort of stuff. So I'm now just going to go around, grease all the nipples up, lovely jubbly. Yeah, the nipples have snapped off as well, so we're just I always say I just going around fixing them. Right, that's the main ones done. I'll come back in a minute and start doing some more filming. Right, little update. I know it's not the best of videos when you're filming like this because I am literally just in the dig and all you're going to see me is just bombing around up and down. But that pile of earth I mentioned is now gone. I'm now digging up along what was the front of the house to expose more of the footings because I want to go down a little bit before I come back up. So I'm just exposing that to make life easier. It's already been proven, whoever did a lot of the workmanship here, you know, 50mm of concrete is alright in some places, but obviously not here because that's why it's cracked. So if it's concreted, I'm lifting it up because it ain't adequate. I'd rather just take it all up, sort it all out, do it properly at a later date because there's no point, like I said before, building on crap work. So at the moment I'll just carry on clearing that away. I'll show you what I'm doing. So I'm literally just taking this side away. I might even just get rid of that built up path that was there because no doubt that's built rubbish. The plan is, this is the water pipe, so where we're getting our water from. It goes along here and our water meters down here. I think there's a leak. It's always been marshy around this area. I cleared that the other day and it's come back again. Whereas, for example, over there is just a small bit. I can't really think it's low-lying water because you know, it's fairly flat if you look at the topography or whatever it's called. I think that's the word. I've not had to say that for a long time. So I might get the water people in to check. The plan is to reroute the water around and put it where the kitchen is over there. So we'll have a main stopcock over there coming into the house. I don't really want to pipe it, you know, across the house because obviously if you have any problems you can't get access to it without digging up your floor. So I think to keep it outside is the best idea. Yep, I'll stop waffling like I do and we'll come back when I've cleared this area. Right, it's nearly my home time. Right, since that last clip I've been very busy. So I've cleared this whole area. All of the concrete paving that was along the side of the house is gone. I've digged the water pipe up that was there. It's now over there out the way. I've just got to dig up the last bit to the meter. It's all been dragged this way. There were some larger bits of concrete over there. That's been dragged out the way. And then I've basically just taken the top layer off of everything and dragged it all the way over there. I'm just going to do the same on there just to get it out of the way. We're nearly ready to start spending some money. So far there's been a very small amount of money going out. It's just been my labour and fuel, which, you know, in the grand scheme of things hasn't been too bad. But yeah, not long now, and we're getting the digger drive around here, dig the footings, and then we'll be pouring some concrete. Right, let's see what I get to tomorrow. Another glorious day. Right, it's Friday, end of the week. I'm only here for a few hours because I've got other things to do. Right, so much progress. So this area potentially is going to be parking, yada yada yada, whatever. Just quickly, it doesn't really need doing desperately, but I'm going to do it just so it's done. Just going to clear this area just with a digger. The reason being is, at the moment we have a fantastic situation where we're actually house sitting in this beautiful big converted train station for free. We do all the ground maintenance, look after it, keep it ready for viewings because it's up for sale, which is fantastic. But at any moment, obviously, the property could sell, which means we would end up technically homeless. Now, if you go on Google Maps, there used to be a big caravan just there. So what we thought is, worst case is, if we do get kicked out, we'll buy a nice caravan and we'll park it there. So just to preempt it, because you never know, I think it'd just be a good idea just to prep the land. So yeah, if we do end up being kicked out, the sun is right in my eyes, yeah, we've got a nice clear area to, you know, live, park the car, maybe even build a couple of shelters as well. So this is what it looks like now. Let's film in high speed as always. Right, I just literally went on a right hour-long mission then without filming nothing. So we've cleared this whole area, scraped all this, and then I literally just kept on going, scraped the whole of that, and now it's all over here. Quite the pile, as I've said. It looks a mess, but it won't take long in a big digger to get that all sorted. And like I've said before, we'll just gently grade it, make an embankment the whole way long, and then at a later date just put a load of mud on top and let nature do its thing. So it'll just be like a wild embankment, so that'll be fine. Nearly the end of my working day. I'm finishing early day today. I've got to go off and source materials. I think when we come back, we'll chuck some pegs out to show where the trenches need to be. Maybe knock that little bit down, like I've said previously. Monday the 18th of February 2019. Right, so I've been here a little while this morning, just doing some more digger work, which, let's be honest, we're all sick of seeing because it's boring. I've been watching the video back, it's basically me just chatting about the digger driving. Right, excellent news. You know, I mentioned earlier about not having my spade. Well, I went and got one, did a bit of digging. Unbelievably, DPM, damp proof membrane, something that not many people in France normally would do. But I dug down, this is the first time I'm doing it. That's over half a metre of footings. It does go down further than that. Same with this, 500. I've basically just dug a few holes to check. 500 again. It's nearly 600 there. So I would imagine we've got at least 600s of footings depth the whole way round, which is more than adequate. The Porotherm blocks that we're using is a very lightweight system. The only issues we noticed when we had the build was just here. There was a crack between the two buildings. Now, was that from movement? Yes, probably a little bit, but they didn't connect it, they didn't key it in, they didn't use furrings or anything like that. So I think just a little bit of ground swell was enough to just prise it apart, which is easy done over here. With the extremes of temperature, the ground does move quite a lot. So I think when we build up, it's all going to be keyed in standard brickwork pattern, so I can't really see there being an issue on my head be it. Worst case is if it does bloody split, I'll just put a cladding over the split line, something clever like that. But no, I'm definitely confident to build on this rather than digging it all up, which is hours and hours of work. So that's brilliant news. Waffling on as always. Digger driver's confirmed to come on Wednesday. So I think I have already said this. He'll be digging the footings out for the extension the whole way round. This still has to come down a little bit more, but that's why I'm paying him to come to get it done. Obviously I'm alright at digger driving, you know, I'm quite competent, as you can see from the videos. I'm not amazing at grading. I'd rather delegate him to dig the footings and grade it out. The digger's awesome, but it is little, it does take ages. I need to get this done. The quicker we get this done, the quicker we're out of the ground. It starts to rain again, potentially, like in England, April showers. So if we can get this out of the ground and a slab done before the weather starts, we can just carry on working. Whereas if it starts to rain, turns it into a slop fest, it's not going to be great working conditions. So it's going to be money well spent. And one of the main reasons is obviously this pile from the house is huge. It won't take him long to get all that sorted, chuck it, build it all up. We have been looking at getting a load more hardcore ballast, mud, stone, bricks, anything to build this area up, and there is availability. The main issue is getting it, and is it worthwhile getting it? We're going to look into it. Ideally we just want local builders to come here and dump off, you know, all their hardcore, which is easier said than done. Not going to worry too much, it can get done at a later date. I need to come here in the dark because I've only got a simple laser, so I need to come here in the dark to set the levels, peg it out. I'm going to try and do it, but I don't think it's going to be successful, so I'll come here later in the dark, do that. One of the other jobs I've decided to do is, as we said in that earlier clip that I filmed, clearing this area. That went really well. We're just thinking, whilst we're at it, let's get this down, get it all cleared. Went and visited a friend yesterday. He got a nice caravan for €800, so they are about. We think even if we don't need it, it'd be nice for me to have somewhere to chill out when I'm working, somewhere to heat up some food, somewhere to rest, somewhere to store some tools. So if we just get all this sorted, it's, you know, we want it done anyway, so we'll just get it sorted. Right, I'm going to stop waffling and probably do some more digger work, but I just won't film it. I'll come back when I've start clearing that out over there.